Joe Biden in 2019.
It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to make up for all the damage he's done internationally and nationally. Imagine what he can do in another year. Imagine what can happen in Ukraine.
That didn't age well. I'm Tyler Zed. Welcome to Zeducation. Happy whatever day you're watching this on, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to another episode of That Didn't Age Well, the longest running series on Zeducation. It's been a while since we did our last episode, so we have a lot to catch up on. And if you are new to this series, if you've never seen one of these episodes, here on this series, we highlight hypocritical and lying politicians, mainstream media, and celebrities and entertainers. This series was originally started to hold these people accountable, to show this hypocrisy and this very disgusting game we see in politics. While memes and mockery is very important, one of the most powerful tools you can use, also sharing these straight up examples from their own mouths can be even more powerful. That being said, sometimes these examples, YouTube doesn't like them. They don't like to recommend these videos. There are certain topics, as many of you know, that you can't talk about on every social media platform. There are topics that you can't talk about. That's true. Otherwise, you immediately get tagged and you get banned. That's a fact. So what we're going to be doing on Zeducation with this series, we will keep putting most of these videos on this channel. We're going to start doing these more regularly again. But on some of those topics that we're not supposed to talk about, we're going to put that over on the Substack. So if you're watching this right now, there is another episode that you can go watch after this on the Zed Media Substack page. So zedmedia.substack.com. And it's totally free. You don't have to pay anything. So head over there after this video and check out some more examples of things that didn't age well. But first, we have to get to this video and finish these examples. And I think you're going to like this. If you're ready, head down and like this video. And if you're new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's list of things that didn't age well. Number 10, love or hate Trump. One thing he did was point out this hilarious hypocrisy, and kind of scary actually, hypocrisy in the mainstream media. For example, take that, Mr. President. Woman who gave the finger to Trump's car wins election. And now under Joe Biden, this is how vulgarity is treated by places like NBC News. Parent uses right-wing slur during Biden call with NORAD Santa tracker. The phrase, "Let's go Brandon," has become popular among right-wing crowds. So back in the day, it was promoted and almost given medals to when you yelled F Trump. Robert De Niro, for example. Everyone was yelling F Trump. The F word, literally using a vulgar word. And now, when it's a code word, when it's a meme making fun of the media in this situation, it's a right-wing slur. It's a slur, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. And speaking of Robert De Niro, from the AP, Robert De Niro fires up Tony Awards crowd when he drops a couple of bleeped F-bombs in relation to Trump. Oh yeah, look at that, 2018, guy got round of applause. People were just loving it. And now, President Biden said he agreed when a father capped off an otherwise polite conversation by wishing him a happy holidays and "Let's go Brandon." Here's AP's story on how the phrase has become used by conservatives as a stand-in for a vulgar epithet. It was okay though. It was okay though when it was the actual vulgar word in the opposite direction. Amazing. Number 9. You guys are paying more for pretty much everything right now because of inflation. And there are multiple factors because of that. But one fact that is also a universal truth is that you are being lied to about why that is, and it's supply chains, and it's not Biden's fault at all, obviously. And back in December, prices of gas dipped by about a penny, just a little bit, and they bragged about it. The politicians bragged about it. Check this out. Thanks, Joe Biden. U.S. regular all formulations gas price. Look at that. It decreased by a couple pennies. Wow, look at that. But if you zoom out, wow, look at the deception. It's all about framing. And then that didn't age well because now in February, gas prices hit 7-year high. And U.S. oil prices topped 90 for the first time since 2014. And it just hit 100 not too long ago. A couple days ago, it hit $100 after this whole Ukraine-Russia thing happened. So Thanks, Joe Biden? Is that what the politicians are going to say now? Number 8. Joe Biden in 2019. Paying off your kid's student loan debt can feel overwhelming. We need a president who understands that. Flash forward to now. Breaking. Biden won't extend student loan relief. By the way, this is from an account called Defiant L's on Twitter. I highly, highly, highly recommend you go follow that person. If you're on Twitter, turn on the noties and retweet it all, because that account is doing a lot of great work over there, pointing out this hypocrisy, pointing out this hysteria from these zealots. Back to this example, the student loans. He literally bought votes, and there's proof of this. He promised to cancel student loans. From JoeBiden.com. Forgive all undergraduate tuition-related federal student debt from 2- and 4-year public colleges and universities and private HBCUs and MSIs for debt holders earning up to $125,000. Also, promising $10,000 for everyone. And then his wife promised free community college, but that didn't age well either. A plan to provide 2 years of free community college to all eligible students is off the table. Jill Biden will say in a speech on Monday, it will be her starkest acknowledgement yet that a measure she had championed is dead. Man, all these promises, they literally bought votes. They bought votes with the idea of free community college, paying off student loan debt. And now I hope those people feel really stupid. I'm sorry, I really do. And some do. A voter with $163,000 in student debt feels betrayed by Biden. And she should. This is what politicians do. And a career politician, we told you guys this. It's so transparent. Career politicians do this. They say whatever they have to do to get the vote. That's just how the game works. Number 7, back to Ukraine and some pro-war Republicans. Look at this. This is pretty crazy. As you can see, Adam Kinzinger posted this photo on February 25th. But the weird thing is about that photo that got circulated, very touching photo, by the way. Look at this. I mean, this is kids saluting the soldiers, protecting them, right? That's a very touching photo. But that photo was from 2016. It's not even from now. It doesn't matter if it's propaganda for the good guys. It's still propaganda. It's still not the truth. So why is this type of stuff happening? And I assure you, there are many examples like this. Obviously, the war is happening. There's no question about that. But why do we need the propaganda like this? Gotta ask some questions here. Swampy Republicans, there are lots of them as well, just so we're all on the same page here. Number 6, in the NFL offseason, there was a lot of talk, a lot of woke talk, and this is one of my favorite examples from this that didn't age well. Here's Deadspin.
Sure, Mike McDaniel seems cool, but he's not worthy of a head coaching gig yet. Please stop and think before you inadvertently dub another young, white guy as the next hot NFL coaching prospect.
He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't. Patriarchy, white privilege. Oh, editor's note. We learned after the publication of this article that 49ers OC Mike McDaniel, whom we described as a white guy, is in fact biracial. The article's original text remains below. We regret the error. Wow. How can you make that error? What does that say about you? Honestly, what does that say about you and your publication for being so quick to jump on this? Number 5. Don't worry about inflation. July 21, 2021. This was everywhere. Everywhere. It's transitory, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just a right-wing talking point. They're all trying to fear-monger and get you to not like Biden. Because inflation, it's not even that big of a deal. Inflation surges 7.5% on annual basis, even more than expected and highest since 1982. Wow. And even a lot of people, including myself, were saying that inflation wasn't going to be good, even when Trump passed the $4 trillion spending bill. I mean, when you print and increase the money supply by trillions and trillions and trillions, that adds to it a little bit, just a little bit. It's not hard to see that. So don't sit and try to lie to us. It's so bizarre how they try to control the narrative like this. Inflation's fake, guys. It's not going to be real. It's transitory. What happened? How come all of you were wrong? Doesn't make sense. Number 4. From this guy, February 2022. Elon Musk tweeted a tweet comparing Justin Trudeau to Adolf Hitler over Trudeau's opposition to the trucker protest in Canada. I wish I could find the words to capture how disgusting this is. Wow. Comparing anything to Hitler? That is disgusting. It really is. But here's you 2 years ago. Everyone underestimated Hitler and the Nazi Party, as many are with Trump and the Republican Party. R.I.P. America. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Lack of self-awareness, zero. If that's a lot of these people on Twitter, though, it really is. And here's another example of this.
Whoever resorts to the Hitler comparison has discredited himself in every respect.
And this is the same outlets under Trump. How much Hitler is in Donald Trump? So now, though, if you use that, you discredit yourself. But back then, you did it, and it was totally different. It's not the same, right? It's not the same. Love it. You love it. Although, I agree. I do think it's a very childish and very low intelligence comparison to make constantly. Everyone you disagree with is not Hitler, okay? You need to start using your brain a little bit. Make a real argument. Number 3, Justin Trudeau in 2012.
When a government starts trying to cancel dissent or avoid dissent is when it's rapidly losing its moral authority to govern. Harper in 2005.
And now we all know what happened with Justin Trudeau here.
The ongoing blockades and occupations are presenting serious challenges to law enforcement's ability to effectively enforce the law. Because of that, the federal government is invoking the Emergencies Act to supplement provincial and territorial capacity.
So now that you're in power, it's okay to stifle dissent. Your words, your words. Number 2, one of those things that you're not allowed to talk about or throw anything out there at all. No opinions, nothing is anything to do with COVID. We're 2 years into this whole thing, but you can't talk about it. You can't ask any questions. Just read the headlines, take it in, be an idiot. One thing we will cover here are the mask hypocrites. For example, all of these Hollywood people who went to the Super Bowl maskless, such as Charlize Theron. Look at this. Don't be an ass, wear a damn mask. There she is at the Super Bowl. At the Super Bowl maskless. What happened? What happened? And here's Ellen. Her audience has to wear masks. But she doesn't. She doesn't have to do that. You know, this is Hollywood, though. This is what they do. They're detached from reality. The rules don't apply to them, obviously. Number 1. And number 1, we gotta go back to Joe Biden, this whole Ukraine thing. Here's some more. In 2020, Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president. He doesn't want me to be our nominee. If you're wondering why, it's because I'm the only person in this field who's ever gone toe-to-toe with him. Flash forward to now. Breaking, Russia begins full-scale invasion into Ukraine. Putin confirms military operation underway. Joe. You do a lot of this, but you're full of a lot of you-know-what. We'll leave it at that. Ha ha ha, dead-end ding. And another one, America is back. Is it, though? Or is it, sadly, I want it to be, but under you, it's just not possible. And a lot of people feel the same way, because here's your approval ratings from a mainstream poll, by the way. This isn't a fringe poll. The people that are supposed to be on your side, the mainstream media, is supposed to help you out. They're having a hard time, because here's the polling numbers. 55% disapprove and only 37% approve. So there's a little hope, guys. Not everyone is willing to admit that they were wrong, but some people are admitting it, thankfully. What do you think about today's examples? Which ones do you think are the craziest? Which ones are who is the biggest hypocrite from today? Let me know in the comments. Vote down below. Let me know in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help me get it recommended to others. Also, head over to the Substack, zedmedia.substack.com, for a whole nother video of things that didn't age well. Some stuff that, again, we can't really talk about anywhere because we're just plebes. We're just idiots. We can't point out hypocrisy. That's not okay. But we're going to do that over in the Substack channel. So head over there for that video. Again, let me know what you thought in the comments. That is it for today's video. I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
For the children.
Idiots.